something happened with Papa Rat today that I'm just like, damn. So what happened was we had like a dinner, a family dinner. It's been the first time in a while, just because everyone always works, especially Papa Rat. It's hard to get a dinner with Papa Rat. So we had a family dinner at home today. Annie Rat came over as well, and we're just eating. And then Annie Rat and other family members were like, "Oh, I'm so excited for you to move to Japan, yo." And then I was telling them about like house hunting and stuff like that, and I was like telling them about a place that I was interested in and stuff like that. And then Papa Rat was like obviously asking for the specs, and I'm just like, it's like this. And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he was like, "Wait, so if we do some calculation, you'll be spending X amount of money if you rent this place. Which if you think about, like, you know, what if you just like fly 10 times a year? It still would equate to less to how much rent you would have to pay, right?" And I'm like, "Dad?" And then he was like, "No, I'm theoretically, I'm just saying, you know, how much do you pay for hotels? How much are you know, if you look at your flight, it's about this much, and so if you times it, it's still less. So like, there's not much economical value for you to go." And I'm like, "Dad." And then I said, "So how long's your visa for?" And I'm like, "Dad." Like, "No, so like, you know, you go, but like, you know, you should test the waters out for a second, you know, see if it's actually any worth for you to go. And if it's not worth, I'm just saying, you know, you're alone, there's no one to take care of you, you know, if you're by yourself, you have to do everything yourself. What if something happens, you know? If you're sick, no one to cook for you, no, you're just by yourself, you're gonna die. Just come back if there's no value." And I'm like, "Dad?" And then I'm like, "Dad, if I fly 10 times a year, do you know how heavy that will be on not only my physical body and my mental body?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, like, you know, I guess it'll be very tough on you. But I'm just saying, economically, it just makes more sense. And, you know, when you come back here, you have, you know, you have to pay for anything. Like, Mom can cook you food. I'm just saying, just moving over there. You're just by yourself. I don't think it's worth it." I'm like, "Dad, I miss you too, Dad." Is it finally hitting him that you're leaving? I don't think it's hit anyone yet. And then I was like, "But, you know, it's like a learning experience that every person goes through, right? Being independent." And he's like, yeah, I get it, but you're by yourself." And I'm like, "Dad, that's the point." Dad? Anyway, I just thought that was funny.